Hello, what up, my people? Welcome back to my channel once again. So today I'm going to be sharing my trade recap on Euro USD. Yeah, so Euro USD, we caught some nice trades on the 1 hour time frame, and I'll be analyzing from Friday 29th, 2025 to um Thursday, September 4th, 2025. Yeah, so I will start this particular recap from August 29th, sorry, August 29th to 4th of September. So on Friday, on the 1 hour time frame, on Friday, I actually analyze most of my trades on the higher time frame. Then I go to the lower time frame to confirm my entries. So for this particular trade on the 1 hour time frame, it's very simple. I don't complicate my confluences. I don't complicate my confluences. Most of the time, I only look for support and resistance, then liquidity. Especially most of my trading concepts are all liquidity based concepts. Most of them. So now when I came into the market, I saw this particular support broken out. After it broke, what I was expecting was a retest of this particular support. Can you see? They did not get to that support. All of it did not get to the support. So this now implies as my liquidity already. Very simple confluence. You don't need to stress yourself looking for break of structure, looking for this, looking for that. All of this now are now liquidity. So what am I looking at? A break of the level, this liquidity level. A clear of this liquidity level, sorry, a clear of this liquidity and a tap into this support. Can you see? And immediately it started giving us it gave us an immediate 8:1 RR. I'm supposed to get out of the trade from this particular zone, but I held on to this particular order block here because I know the order block wasn't going to hold because there wasn't clear liquidity around it. We might call this liquidity, but I knew that the market wasn't going to hold as such. It wasn't going to hold as such. So I exited at the top of this particular liquidity. Even if it is going to reverse, I'm out of the market immediately it gets to the top. So that is how on this particular trade I caught a 8:1 RR. Now this is the thing. I didn't go to a lower time frame for this particular trade because I knew it is a support and resistance trade. So what I was waiting for was this tap of this support, taking out of this liquidity, tap of the support, and straight to TP. And that was what happened on Friday. So after that, what I was looking at was this particular breaker block here. Can you see this breaker? This is a breaker block, and this breaker block is actually on the 1 hour time frame. This breaker is on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, you guys are not seeing it. Can you see it here? Now, what did the market do around this particular order block? When the market came, swept the order block. Can you see? Swept the order block, did not return back to it. Did not return back to it. After sweeping this particular order block, did not return back to the level. So immediately when I saw that I did not return back to the level, what am I looking at this for? Liquidity. They are all my liquidities. So what am I waiting for? A clear of this liquidity, a tap into this particular breaker block, and don't forget, I always use psychological level. This is my psychological level. And now see what happened here. You first came, tap into this, a little tap into the psychological, into the breaker block. Can you see? Gave us a little reaction. Then came back again and tapped into the psychological level. If you call the psychological level, I'll call this entry probably an extreme entry of this particular candle. And that was what happened. My buy limit was on this particular psychological level already. And that was how, boom, the market came, tapped into that level and gave us a 9:1 RR immediately. Now, why did I get out of this trade from this place? On the 15 minutes time frame, there is an OCL here. And this OCL is part of my exit strategy. And that was how I exited this trade at this point. Now, for this next trade, we'll be going to the 15 minutes time frame to go and analyze how we caught that particular trade. Yes. These are buys that I caught yesterday. If you look at my profile, you will see how I caught those trades. So now, after the tap of this psychological level, don't forget that this psychological level has been used already. it has been tapped once. So what we are looking for was the second tap. After the second tap, we know it's going to fly. Now what I was waiting for was a liquidity sweep. I was waiting for this particular liquidity to be liquidity grabbed. I was waiting for this particular liquidity to be cleared out. After it's cleared out, I would wait. I would wait. When I say I would wait, waiting is part of the game. I would wait after this candle closes. Immediately I saw the close of this candle within this body candle, I entered the market immediately. I was on the 15 minutes time frame, so my buy stop was at the top of this candle. So immediately the market came with no drawdown, buy stop, and it tagged me in and started going to my TP straight. Now, why did I exited at this point? Resistance. Can you see? This is a resistance. This is a resistance. This is the line I drew for the resistance. Let's draw the line so that you have idea of what I'm talking about. This is a resistance. I know the resistance wasn't going to hold for much. So, and this is how I exited at this point. And it gave me a 4:1 RR. Now, why did I enter this next trade? On the 15 minutes time frame again, I saw a nice support area. I think I had that on my Telegram. Let me see if I can bring it here so that you guys can have idea of what I'm talking about. I think I have it on my Telegram. So before it opens. So that was what I'm talking about. Here, this is my support here, and this is my liquidity. This particular market did not tap into this support, and I took it as my liquidity. Okay, so now let me show you the trade before I actually took it. I think, did I even drop the trade here? Oh, I think it should be on my TikTok. I didn't send it to my channel group. I didn't send it to my group. So this is what happened here. After the tap, after this liquidity and this particular support, what I was waiting for was the clear of this liquidity and the tap of this support, and immediately it also gave us a 4:1 RR. Now for this third trade, I caught it with fib level. So after this particular run, what I did was I got my fib level from this particular zone. Can you see this? From this zone here to this particular zone here. This is where the reversal started from, and I was anticipating on this minus 0.618 level to this particular liquidity base here, and that was how the market tapped us in and also gave us immediate 3:1 RR. It is a 3:1 RR. Can you see 3.818, 3:1 RR? And that is how we also smashed this particular trade. So for today, I was looking at this resistance. I was looking at this resistance on the 15-minute time frame. It is a resistance, but on the 5 minutes time frame, on the 15 minutes time frame is a resistance here. So what I was looking at was the close of this candle probably coming back to retap into this level here. That was when I entered the market and gave us about 1:1 RR and reversed and stopped us out immediately. There was no good what do they call it? There was no good price action today. So that's why I took just one trade. After I was stopped out, I left the trade as a whole. And that is how we caught this nice trade on Euro USD from Friday to this particular Thursday. So thanks for watching my trade recap, guys, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Peace out.